Today is the moment when we are going to learn the fate of constitutional abortion rights in America.
The justice is saying we hold that Roe and Casey must be overruled.
We said no. We said Roe was going to fall.
I was disgusted because abortion's health care.
We will make it a crime in all 50 states to kill a baby.
The laws are very severe.
Even if there are health risks, even if they are victims of rape or incest.
Legal abortion nationwide right now.
The weeks have passed, but the white-hot rage has not.
Legal abortion on demand.
American women are, right now, in the fight of their lives. And leading the charge is an 81-year-old powerhouse in a power suit.
The Me Too movement is not something that started with a hashtag on the internet. I've been doing it for 47 years.
Are we gonna fight back?
I'm not ready to give up. I'm ready to fight back.
You still got plenty of fight in you.
I have a great deal of fight in me.
Fight is something Gloria Allred has never lacked.
You should be using these resources to arrest these fathers. We don't think that our daughters should have to trade sexual favors in order to get a raise.
I think the reason you do demean them is because really, secretly, you envy women and you fear them.
As a young lawyer, Gloria campaigned alongside the woman at the centre of Roe v. Wade, representing Norma McCorvey, aka Jane Roe, in the wake of the decision. Now she's right back where she started.
Nobody ever gave women any rights. They're not going to give them to you now. You have to fight to win them.
For Gloria, this is deeply personal. After being raped at gunpoint in the 60s, the single mum resorted to a back alley abortion. It nearly cost her her life.
He left me in a bathtub, hemorrhaging in a pool of my own blood. I was taken to the hospital. I was packed in ice to bring down my 106-degree fever. And a nurse who was clearly anti-choice said to me, "I hope this teaches you a lesson." And I always say, it did teach me a lesson. The lesson is that abortion must be safe, it must be legal, it must be affordable, and it must be available.
It was around that same time in her life that Gloria found an unlikely source of feminist inspiration.
Remember that name. Might have had a meaty man.
Do you remember Lucille Ball?
Oh, yeah.
I always remembered, that Lucille Ball wanted something more. Always.
Yeah, she always had the fire in her
And
belly.
that's how I felt when I was ironing. I was
Yeah.
like in a time warp in another planet.
Yeah.
Like, what had just happened to my life?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I met her at the end of her life, and she said, "Gloria," I didn't know who she knew who I was. She came up and she said, "You just keep fighting for the women. You keep fighting." So it was kind of a confirmation she really was a feminist.
Yeah. And keep fighting, Gloria did. I've lost count of the number of times I've seen you arm in arm with women, almost physically propping them up as they're sharing their trauma.
He drugged and raped me.
As their support, that must take a lot out of you.
Not at all. I feel very blessed and very privileged to do my part to help to empower women and girls and support them as they tell their truth, either in a court of law or in the court of public opinion, or both. Caring and supportive as she may be, Gloria is also notoriously terrifying. Tiny.
I think it's a child's booster seat, but I always use it. It's perfect.
But terrifying. You do strike fear, though. Is that a weapon? I certainly hope I do. Yeah, I think that predators, harassers, those who hurt women and children should be in fear. I'm an advocate for a client, for a cause, and I'm serious. And we intend to win. Do the shoulder pads help? I will use anything that is legal and peaceful to help. But these days, I don't think peaceful is very effective anymore.
Jeffrey Epstein, Prince Andrew, Bill Cosby, O.J. Simpson, Donald Trump. You've represented women in cases against all of these men. Is there a common denominator in that lineup?
Well, they're all powerful, or were powerful. And there's a certain arrogance of power and a sense of entitlement among some powerful men. And they're just often shocked that I or others might come after them. They've enjoyed the privilege of victimizing women for so long that they're shocked when anyone stands up to them, because they're enablers, a lot of them, have never called them out on it. But I have.
You represented more than half of the 50 or so women who accused Bill Cosby of assault.
Mr. Cosby thinks that this will soon be over and that no more women will come forward. He is very wrong.
Have you ever looked Bill Cosby in the eye?
I have.
What did you see?
I saw a man who was very evasive and, you know, like many men that I've seen that I believe have something to hide, they have trouble looking me in the eye. I had an uncle one time who said, Gloria, when men see you, it's like their whole life comes flooding into their mind, and if they have something to hide, then they don't like you because they think that you know what they've done, even though they haven't told you.
It's just another skill to add to Gloria's incredibly long list of superpowers, all of which she and the women of America will need for the fight ahead.
Doing nothing maintains the status quo. The status quo is very bad for women and girls and minorities in this country. So we all have to do something, a number of somethings.
Are you all about action?
Doing nothing is a luxury we cannot afford. And that's true in every country around the world.
Gloria Allred, something you could never be accused of doing is nothing. Good luck with it all.
Thank you very much.
I feel so thankful to have feminists like Gloria come before us and pave the path. But 47 years she's been fighting and still coming up against blocks like the overturning of Roe versus Wade. It's no wonder that women are tired.
She's
sick of fighting.
81, and it just reminds you that when it comes to social justice or, you know, civil rights, we think that history is this story of progress, but it's not. It goes backwards and forwards, and the same fights need to be won again. And so to have someone like her fighting for it, yeah, she's such an icon.
Yep, absolutely. And if this story has brought up any issues for you, crisis support is available 24/7 through Lifeline on 131114.